Hello! Hi Kimono, hi Avery. You guys let me know how the audio is? I was fiddling with my settings. Let me know if I can fix anything. Audio seems good? Okay. Let me know if it ever sounds off, and I will fix it. But yeah, welcome. How are you guys? It's lawyering time again. Loud and clear? Alright, good. As long as the balance with the game is fine. The girl! Let her go! Shut up! Come closer, and I kill her! Sorry, but you're not going to get the chance. I'm reading through the file of an old court case. It was the first case of my longtime mentor, Mia Fey. Fugitive data. Name, Terry Falls. Charge, kidnapping, murder. Sentence, death penalty. Fugitive movements. After escaping, Falls met with and then murdered Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne. Recaptured on Eagle Mountain about 8 hours after his escape. Her very first client was a death row inmate who had recently broken out of prison. That was a whole year before Mia and I ever met. Six years earlier, Mia Fey, first trial. Good a little time crisis with the comm has to be done tomorrow, but no worries, everything's fine. Oh, well, good luck with your comm. Hopefully it goes well. Ew, this trial? What do you mean? I like this trial. Why is Phoenix in the hospital? We don't know yet. He has not said. I think that'll be revealed. Is it the next case? I think it's the next case. Which should be the last one of this game. I'm so nervous. I feel like I'm going to die. I never should have accepted this case. Eek! Good morning. Don't be so jumpy, Mia.
I didn't do nothing. I swear. I didn't kill nobody.
Terry Falls. My first client. Sentenced to death 5 years ago. And now, a prison escapee. Just relax, Mia. Make small talk and try to relax him.
It's the raid train, train. People are raiding you.
Hi! Oh my gosh, hi CC! Welcome Raiders! Hello! How are you guys? How was your stream? Did my raid alert work? Did you guys hear it? I heard it, but I don't know if you guys could. But yeah, welcome! It was good? What were you guys doing? We heard? Okay, perfect. Let's go. Thank you, Kimono, for the raid alert, by the way. He made it for me. Drawing? Ooh, what were you drawing? You working on? Art for your original- Wait, that's so cool! I think I saw that you posted about it on Twitter. Oh my gosh, I need to go see that later. Did you finish it, or are you still working on it? Also, for anybody that needs to step away, get a drink, grab a snack, stretch, or just sign off, that's totally okay. Thank you guys so much for dropping by. Still working on it, gonna release next month. Oh, let's go! I'm gonna keep an eye out for it. That's so exciting. Yeah, get some rest if you need to. YouTuber's birthday next month, so I thought it'd be cool. Oh, that's so awesome! Oh my gosh, happy early birthday! Prisoner looks like a JoJo character. This is balls to stand, but it isn't a stand. That is tragic. He's a big guy, though. But yeah, for those of you that just came in, this is Ace Attorney. We're on trial 4 of the 3rd game of the first trilogy. That's a lot. But yeah, so if you don't want spoilers, feel free to mute or leave. That's okay. We're probably not gonna get through this whole thing, but we'll probably try to do like half, maybe. I don't know how long this one is. Yeah, thank you again so much for the raid. Really appreciate it. Oh my gosh, wait. Where's my brain? Everybody go follow CC, please. They're so awesome. Great artist. Just fantastic person. Go, go, go. Alright, back to game. So why did you escape anyway? Eek! I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
I didn't do nothing. I didn't kill nobody.
Of course, yeah. The least I could do, please.
I never lie. I didn't escape from nowhere.
But, Mr. Falls, the police just recaptured you 2 days ago.
Sorry. I told a little lie.
Oh boy.
But anyway, I didn't do it. I never killed nobody.
Sorry for asking, but you're on death row, right? Eek! I'm really, really sorry.
They sentenced me to die 5 years ago. But I was tricked, I tell you. That woman, she lied in her testimony. That's why I got the death penalty. I swear it, I didn't kill her. I could never do that.
He's so baby. 2 days ago, he escaped from the police wagon when it crashed. Then about 8 hours later, a policewoman was murdered before the police could recapture him. The police believe that Terry Falls did it. After you escaped, did you meet a policewoman?
Yeah, I did. She's the reason I escaped.
So that much is true. He did meet with the victim.
But I didn't kill her. She was alive when I left. She was alive! It's true!
I can trust him, right? I mean, I should.
Huh. You're not going to figure out the truth just by staring at the guy.
Why are you here?
I came to see how our little kitten was doing all alone in the big scary lion's den. I thought maybe you'd like someone to play with.
Where's Mr. Grossberg?
Huh. That old man is probably still in bed. I bet he's clutching an empty bottle and mumbling in his sleep. Aren't I good enough? After all, it's me, Diego Armando.
It's the mask guy, Father! Father?
Huh?
Father? Nice suit, yes. Very snazzy, man. I love Diego. But I like Godot more. I didn't say... So, Diego Armando, the finest attorney at Grossberg Law Offices, is here for me? Down, Avery, down. Yes, down.
No. You've got it all wrong. Today you're the finest.
My mans is here. You know, the funny thing is, normally Avery doesn't like guys like this. I guess he's special.
After all, it took an amazing amount of guts to take this case. Imagine, an escaped death row convict for a first client.
Avery found their husband. Oh, no. Oh, I suppose father is different, huh? I see. Yeah, thanks. I sure wish I could get out of it, though.
Relax. I just heard some good news.
Sorry, I'll rephrase that, Mia's man. You're not wrong.
The prosecutor for today is fresh out of his diapers as well.
Really?
However, unlike a certain somebody who I won't mention, he's earned the reputation as a genius since beginning his law career.
Genius?
Well, it's about time to head in, kitten. Sharpen those claws of yours. It's go time.
Solitary confinement cell for the condemned must be the world's loneliest place. And that's what my client ran away from. Every other lawyer gave up on him. But not me. When I saw those overflowing eyes and heard that simple, childlike voice, I just had the feeling that he was telling the truth. Wait, childlike? Oh no, I've been voicing him wrong.
Court is now in session for the trial of Terry Falls.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. I understand that the lawyers for both sides are newcomers.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm Mia Fey.
Miles Edgeworth, Your Honor. So you're the new prosecutor everyone is talking about, eh? They say you joined the prosecutor's office at quite an early age.
Kitten, they're so cute. It's true, they are. So I think my stream is buffering. No! Lost connection for a second there. If you guys refresh, it should be back. Ew!
At 20, Your Honor. I guess our little kitten hasn't earned herself much of a reputation yet, huh?
Come on, Mia. You can't lose! Not to someone younger than you.
Young people running a trial. I'm not too sure how I feel about that.
Baby Miles, he's cute. He's so little.
Now then, the defendant in this case is currently a felon on death row. 2 days ago, he escaped from a police wagon. Is that correct?
Precisely.
But the defendant is not on trial for escaping prison. On the day that the defendant escaped, a policewoman was murdered.
So we're here to determine if Mr. Falls was responsible for her death.
You got it, kitten. Well then, Mr. Edgeworth, let's hear your opening statement.
Young Judge looks fine aside from the weird hair on top. What is that cut? I think this is actually Judge's brother. It's not the same guy we're used to.
Yes, Your Honor. It was 5 years ago. The defendant, Terry Falls, was sentenced to death in this very court. His crimes were kidnapping, extortion, and murder. The girl he threw off the bridge was only 14 years old. A truly horrible crime. I remember it well.
Don't fall for him, it's a trick!
There is no decisive evidence, so the trial was long and protracted. Correct. But in the end, what finally decided the case was a certain witness's testimony.
A witness's testimony? I'll be able to hold myself together.
The testimony of Detective Valerie Hawthorne, the person who confronted this criminal.
It's a different judge, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a different judge.
She arrested Mr. Falls at the scene and later testified against him. She said she witnessed Mr. Falls throw his young victim into the river.
There's 2 judges. Been tricked, yeah. It's okay, they're brothers though. They're supposed to be similar to each other, I guess.
For those who are not aware, Eagle River is well known for its powerful current. Most bodies that fall in are never recovered.
So Miss Hawthorne's testimony was the one that put him away.
That policewoman you just mentioned. That wouldn't be. Exactly. The victim. The same woman that was killed 2 days ago. Police Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne.
Aha! I see. What were those eyes?
The man who was sentenced to death based on her testimony escaped 2 days ago, with only one thing on his mind, to take revenge against the woman who convicted him.
Aha! The truth is becoming clear to me now.
Huh?
Yes, yes. It is quite obvious that the defendant is guilty. Wait a minute, that's not right. At least hear the case before you decide on the outcome, Your Honor. Watch yourself, Miss Fay. I'm not sure if I care for your word choice or your tone of voice.
Young people these days simply don't know how to respect their elders.
Why, you're even younger than me, you hypocrite! Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, please call your first witness.
I call the detective who was in charge of the initial investigation of this case.
It's young Gummy! Look at his cloak! His coat? What is it? I don't know, but it's a different color.
Witness, state your name and occupation.
Gumshoe. Dick Gumshoe. I'm the homicide detective in charge of the case, sir. I finally got promoted to detective division half a year ago. I don't believe anyone asked you about that. Hey, ma'am. Got any idea how much work it takes? What is it? You're really gorgeous. Excuse me? No, seriously. My heart. It's aching for you. Oh?
Detective, pull yourself together and try to be professional. Otherwise, I'll write you up in contempt so quick that something other than your heart will ache.
Okay, I got it. Now, detective, tell us about the incident. Yes, sir. Right away. The victim was Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, a veteran on the police force. She was stabbed in the back with a knife and died from excessive blood loss. That much is already stated in the autopsy report. The court would like to hear more details about the incident itself. Did his coat turn green from grime? I hope not. I hope it's a different coat. Yes, sir. I gotcha. Okay, let's take a look at this aerial map of the area here. This is a sketch of Dusky Bridge, an old suspension bridge. And the river that runs under there is Eagle River. The victim and the defendant met there, on top of the bridge. After stabbing her in the back, the killer carried the victim back to his car. He was recaptured at a police checkpoint as he was trying to make his getaway, sir. I see. Oh, we got a map. Bridge located 40 feet above Eagle River. Was the victim's blood found on the bridge? The victim, Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, was wearing a thick coat, sir. Unfortunately, no traces of blood were found on the bridge. Mr. Edgeworth, I warn you that I absolutely despise conjecture. If there was no blood on the bridge, then you have no proof that they even met there.
Your Honor, if you would listen to the testimony we have prepared, I'm sure you will be convinced. The two of them most certainly did meet on the bridge that day.
Why, Mr. Edgeworth? What is this I can't. What are his eyes? I'm not sure I like you wagging your finger at me as though I was some hoser. Detective, proceed with your testimony. Yes, sir. Here we go, Mia. Hang on.
Okay now, listen carefully, kitten. One little mistake and this guy will drink you for morning tea. Trust me and get ready.
Is that tea in your mug, sir? I thought you liked coffee. Summary of the incident. On the day of the incident, an unknown person phoned the sergeant and asked to meet. Sergeant Hawthorne went to Dusky Bridge at the designated time and met with Mr. Falls. And that's where she was brutally murdered, sir. The criminal stuffed her body into his car trunk and tried to make a getaway. Mr. Falls was arrested at a police checkpoint we set up at the base of the mountain. We're probably gonna have to press everything. Well, you certainly have established the importance of the bridge.
Naturally.
Now, would the defense please hurry up and proceed with the cross-examination? Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination coming right up.
Hey, settle down there, kitten. You keep trembling like that, you're gonna make me spill my coffee.
I'm not trembling. It's just cold in here.
The courtroom can be a cold battlefield, all right. Especially for a beginner.
I don't need you to worry about me. I mean, the defendant, the witness, everyone's a beginner in here.
You got me there. But maybe you should keep your claws out and show them what you've got, kitten.
It's okay, Mia. Stay calm. Just remember those court procedure videos you stayed up all last night watching. Oh, she's... oh, this is not good. She's a newbie, alright. Okay. This unknown person, You have no idea who it might be, right?
Sorry, but I'm afraid I do.
What?
The one who called Sergeant Hawthorne was the defendant, Terry Falls.
What? The defendant? The defendant called her.
Sergeant Hawthorne was a very thorough person, sir. She left a note about her phone call with Mr. Falls.
A note?
Yeah, a top-secret memo that she left in her desk.
Ah. Confidential police materials written by the victim. Can we see it? According to this note, it seems the one who called her to the bridge was indeed the defendant, Terry Falls. Whose bright idea was it to keep that note from me?
Huh. Looks like the judge is even more sure of his verdict now. Listen up. Never ask a question if you don't already know the answer.
It's that detective's fault. He's the one that said unknown person.
Hey now, don't make that face at me. I just said it that way because the prosecutor told me to.
Was that a trap? With that cute face, I didn't expect him to be so sneaky. A bridge up in the mountains. But why meet there?
Because it's a very important place to the defendant. That's why.
What do you mean by that?
If you remember, 5 years ago, the defendant kidnapped a young girl. He was chased onto a bridge, and it was there that he killed his hostage. And the place where all of this occurred is, of course, Dusky Bridge. The very place where Sergeant Hawthorne arrested and handcuffed Mr. Falls. Returning to the scene of the crime. How nostalgic.
Was the body of the victim discovered right away?
Yeah, we were really on the ball. We found the criminal within 1 hour of the murder. It was great! We even got to say, "Don't move! We've got you surrounded!"
Wait a second. Isn't there something weird about that?
The location was a suspension bridge up in the mountains. So how did they find out about the crime so quickly?
Sergeant Hawthorne must have mentioned the phone call to someone else, right?
If that's what had happened, then she wouldn't have been killed. She never mentioned the phone call from Mr. Falls, but she left a note on her desk about it. If only I'd noticed it earlier, maybe she'd still be alive.
I wonder why she didn't mention the phone call to anyone. Mr. Falls had a car then.
Well, that bridge is way up in the mountains, ma'am. The defendant and the victim both went up there by car. I mean, how else, right? What? You mean the defendant drove his own car?
Oh, it's okay. Welcome. Fear Squirts? Is that how you say your name? But welcome. Thank you so much for joining the raid. How are you?
No, of course not. It was stolen. He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting at a red light. Car thieves. I'm not sure how I feel about car thieves.
Is this guy sure about how he feels about anything?
This is a photo of the stolen car's trunk.
Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it.
Naturally, that's the body of Valerie Hawthorne in there. Whoa, that doesn't look too comfortable.
I mean, The victim, she was stabbed in the back, correct?
Yeah. For some reason, men always seem to get stabbed in the back.
We're talking about a woman here.
You can't tell from this photo, but the knife was stuck in her back nice and firm. The condition of the body when it was discovered is very important information. Detective, was there anything strange or noteworthy in the trunk of the car?
I don't see anything strange. I mean, this is broken. What did the defendant have to say about this photo? Pronounced it right? I'm glad, okay. You're good? I'm glad to hear that. I'm also doing good. I'm excited to be getting back into Ace Attorney. I've been taking a break for a while, so... it's exciting.
What he always says, ma'am. I didn't do it. I didn't do nothing. That's all he says.
Nothing? I wouldn't say he did nothing. At the very least, we know he stole a car.
It's just what he always says, Your Honor. And he always says... sorry. I told a little lie. Or something like that.
Well, in any case, it seems he was caught and arrested.
Precisely.
Okay, but like, I see... Okay, maybe I have to present the picture here. Send... crime photo. Eh! Oh boy. It's broken! I see... whatever. It's fine. That certainly is some impressive police work. Well, no, actually, it was way too close for comfort. We set up that checkpoint just after 5 p.m. We figured that Mr. Falls might just try to run. What do you mean it was too close for comfort?
The two of them arranged to meet at 4:30 p.m., and it takes approximately 30 minutes to go from the bridge to the checkpoint.
That was kind of close. Any later, and Mr. Falls could have slipped right by.
Listen up, kitten. There's a big trap waiting for you in that testimony.
A trap?
Walk into it carelessly and it'll leave more than just a flesh wound. Fun, huh?
No, it's not!
Well, if you want to have any chance at all, you'd better get some more information. And if you're going to get caught in a trap, it's best to get caught early. You can always look for contradictions afterward.
The ever-famous contradictions. I sure hope I can find some of those. The picture! Do I just press this again? Come on. No, there's something wrong with the photo. Let me... Look, it's broken! Falls, 4:30 p.m. at that bridge. Wear white scarf for identification. Talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time the whole truth must come out. Okay, wait. White scarf. Interesting. No scarf here. Okay. I see now. I see. Present this. Witness! What is it? Do you have something to say, Miss Fay? I'm sorry. I totally forgot what I was going to say. This is the first time I've actually had to... Oh, this is the first time I've ever had to actually address someone like that. You should have practiced before coming to court. Honestly, Miss Fay, I'm not sure I like this.
Say there, little kitten. Want a piece of my coffee candy?
Candy?
Well, you're still too young to be drinking real coffee.
Come on, Mia! Shake it off. You're a lawyer. Detective.
Yes, ma'am?
This photo. You said that there was nothing peculiar about it. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Well then, I suggest you take another look at the note written by the victim.
The note?
It very clearly says, wear white scarf for identification. The caller must have forgotten what the victim looked like, thus this special request.
I
have one very simple question for you, Detective. Where is the white scarf? I can't seem to find it in this photo.
Well, to be honest, we didn't find it in the trunk, ma'am.
And you stopped there? You should have looked for it.
Arrgh!
My poor guy.
The caller told her to wear it to identify herself, so I'd expect she did just that.
I like Gumshoe's old coat, but it would get dirty too easily. This is true. Especially with how he is. Maybe the green is just that his coat got dirty.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what do you have to say about this?
I see the defense is a little lacking. The scarf you were searching so desperately for. Is it this one, perchance?
That's blue.
Where'd you find that, sir?
On Dusky Bridge. I was there first and decided to conduct my own investigation.
Why? Why didn't you tell me?
I made a decision to keep all pieces of evidence in my personal satchel. It's the safest place I know.
When the judge's eyes get wide, that'd be a good toggle for your model, because cats get wide-eyed. That's true, that'd be really funny.
That hotshot sure has a flair for the dramatic. It's not exactly white, as the caller requested, but as you can see, it's close enough for what it was intended for.
It looks like it spent some time in the mud.
Not surprising, it was drizzling on the mountain that day.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, he was intentionally hiding the scarf the whole time! Can I do the Doki Bird face with my model? I don't think so. I could try. Here, wait. Yeah, that's about the extent of it. My eyes don't get big enough. Yeah. It works, kind of. The attempt is there. Court will accept the scarf into evidence. Worn by the victim at the time of the incident, found on Dusky Bridge. But it's blue! Fine boom, yes.
Now, if the attorney for the defense is finished embarrassing herself, I'd like to move on with the testimony. That is all right with you, isn't it, Miss Faye?
Boy, would I like to wrap this scarf around his smarmy little neck!
Very good. Now, if we're done with this mud-covered scarf business, the prosecution moves to establish conclusively, and with hard evidence, that Miss Hawthorne and Mr. Falls did indeed meet on the bridge that day. Further, we will show exactly what occurred there.
That sounds quite promising. I can't wait to hear all about it. Ah, everything is moving at his whim.
Don't forget, kitten. There's a reason why everyone considers this kid a genius.
A genius, huh? It's because of his pawpaw. Events on Dusky Bridge. Actually, there's an eyewitness who was there when the incident took place. This photo was accidentally taken by the witness. It shows the Vic wearing the scarf, sir. It was drizzling that day. Unfortunately, it's a little hard to see what's going on. Anyway, the criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. That must have been when the scarf fell off. Does that happen, though? Does that really? Looking at this photo, really get the sense that this bridge is very high up.
It's about a 40-foot drop from the bridge to the Eagle River down below.
Mr. Edgeworth, who took this photo anyway?
Let's just say that it was a well-intentioned third party.
Aha! A potential witness. So why isn't this person in the courtroom?
Well, they said they absolutely didn't want to testify. The person in question is very delicate, Your Honor. Besides, as long as we have this photo, we see no reason to compel them to testify.
I'm not sure how I feel about that. Seems to have been taken by the witness. Interesting.
So, as you can see, Terry Falls had both the motive and the opportunity. I think it's quite clear at this point what happened on that bridge.
Aha! The truth is becoming clear to me now.
Huh?
Yes, it's quite obvious. He's clearly guilty. Not again! That's not fair! I haven't even done my cross-examination yet. What do you mean, Mia's so angry. Okay, there was an eyewitness. Who is this eyewitness? She's a college student. A female college student? That's right, meaning she's female and a college student, ma'am. She doesn't do well in front of other people, so I came to testify for her. Maybe so, but as the attorney for the defense, I have the right to cross-examine her.
For the time being, we're not relying on the witness's statements. That is all.
What is that supposed to mean?
The prosecution has other, more decisive evidence. Our case doesn't rest on the vague testimony of a female college student.
A female college student, eh? It means she's female and a college student, sir.
If you absolutely must hear her testimony, you'll have to give us a good reason why.
Please tell us about the more decisive evidence in question. The victim is wearing a scarf in that photo, all right. So, about the witness who took this photo. What was this person doing all the way in the mountains? She was taking photos of wildflowers, apparently.
There are many unusual types of flora on that mountain, Miss Faye. People in the area say it's because of the spirits that live there.
Spirits? Now that you mention it, this photo, this cloudy fog-like thing, is it a ghost? I don't believe it.
No, Your Honor, no. I don't think it's a ghost.
Drizzling, huh?
That's right. There was a light rain coming down. The whole place was dreary. But not as dreary as the mood that's in this courtroom right now. Haha. Looks like a cold front just moved in. In any case. The point is that the area was quite damp. There was even some fog. I even slipped and fell while I was on the bridge. It was really something.
Is that part of the witness's testimony as well?
Of course it is. He pushed the victim hard in the back and she fell down right on her stomach. I remember that happening once myself. It was really brutal.
Are you talking about seeing someone get pushed, or were you the one getting pushed? Or does it mean that you pushed someone down like that once? With his mind-boggling tales and the way he said brutal, I wonder if he's Canadian.
Save your nasty look for the right person.
Huh?
Take a look. Poor baby. The court record seems to have wet itself.
Hey! Watch where you spill your coffee! The court record, huh? That must have been the scarf. Okay. The criminal? Oh, thank you for the hydrated stretch. The criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. Okay. Stabbed her in the back is an interesting claim. Because my guy is holding the ball on a chain. Right? Oh, okay. Man, we're off to a rough start here. Okay. Died from blood loss. Maybe we press this too. So in other words, there was a struggle between the criminal and the victim, huh?
That's what the witness said. Well, looks like she didn't remember about the scarf. But from what she said, it sounded like a pretty violent fight, ma'am.
The area was wet from rain. The bridge was probably wet too. Which would explain why the scarf was all covered in mud, but there's something about this testimony that's still bothering me.
Talk about a surprise. I had no idea there was a photo.
So what do I do?
You really still believe it? Mr. Crybaby, I mean.
Of course I do!
So the little kitten believes in fairy tales, huh? In that case, the answer is obvious. If what you believe is the truth, then that means that somewhere, hidden in that testimony, is a contradiction. One huge contradiction waiting to be discovered. That is your chance.
Okay, maybe it's the fact that she's not dirty. Hearing Gumshoe saying ma'am after hearing pal for so long is cute. He respects Mia, he does not respect Phoenix. Alright, there we go. So at the time of the crime, there was a light drizzle coming down, correct?
Yeah, and fog too. Just a generally soggy atmosphere.
Well, I have evidence that doesn't go with the soggy atmosphere.
But this is a photo of the victim's body that was found in the car trunk.
Considering the conditions at the scene of the crime, something isn't right.
Well, by all means, please enlighten us as to what isn't right.
Oh gosh, what is it about this photo of the trunk that doesn't fit with the conditions of that day? She's not dirty. Naturally, the answer is right here.
The victim's coat. As far as I can see, there's nothing strange about it.
That's exactly what's strange. Recall the testimony. What were the conditions on the bridge that day? It was drizzling and foggy. Dusky bridge was all wet. If the victim really had fallen down on her stomach on top of the bridge, then the front of her coat should have been covered in mud. That's exactly right. The other day, I fell on a muddy street and my gorgeous play-off beard was befouled.
I do admit that the crime scene was quite wet that day. However, that doesn't mean that the top of the bridge itself was muddy. If Your Honor had fallen in the shower instead of on a muddy street, your glorious hockey beard, pride of the legal league, would be wet, but not muddy.
Fortunately, I have yet to test that. Still, your point is well taken.
But the scarf is muddy! Can you prove that the surface of the bridge was muddy that day?
The surface of the bridge, huh?
A real man wouldn't stand for a taunting like this.
Neither would a real woman. Of course I can. Here is the evidence that proves the surface of the bridge was muddy. Ah! My OBS disconnected, no! Why? Oh, are we back? Are we back? Hello? Are we back? We're back. Okay, sorry about that, guys. My OBS decided to go yeet itself. The evidence is this scarf. Ah! It should be obvious. If the scarf fell onto the bridge and got this muddy, it means that the bridge was obviously covered in mud.
No! I can't be outwitted by this novice bimbo!
Hey! Same to you, buddy! This Faye's assertion makes perfect sense to me.
I do admit that there appears to be a contradiction between the condition of the victim's coat and her scarf. However, the real question is, why is there a contradiction?
Huh?
For every contradiction, there exists an explanation. Let's look at what the explanation in this case may be, shall we?
Alright. It's not like he's really giving me a choice here.
Huh. You're doing pretty well, for a little kitten.
Mr. Armando!
No matter what he says, a contradiction always comes down to a lie. It's either the victim discovered in the trunk, the witness's photo showing the defendant and the victim, or the witness's testimony that stated she saw the moment of the murder. Just relax and think it over. It's pretty simple, isn't it? The false evidence. It's one of those three.
What you said just now, I'm not sure I like that. That wasn't me, Your Honor. It was the coffee aficionado over here that said it. This court is not in the habit of accepting false evidence, you know.
Blame it on him, Your Honor. He's the one trying to slip false evidence into court.
He's not even denying it. That's crazy.
But we won't let him. We'll expose his evidence as the flimsy scam it really is.
Yes. The false evidence in this case is the... I think we should call the witness. It's a no-brainer. Obviously, it's the witness that's suspicious. During his earlier testimony, the detective pointed out a crucial fact. The criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. Now, is that testimony exactly what the witness claims to have seen?
Yeah, that's what the witness told us.
That testimony is filled with holes. After all, the victim's coat isn't dirty at all. That's true.
Huh, it's not just true, it's the truth. If there was truly a decisive witness in this case, I'm certain that boy wonder over there would have called them in the first place.
Your Honor, the defense requests to cross-examine the eyewitness. The testimony presented so far is not only vague, but contradictory as well. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, it appears that we'll need to hear from your mystery witness after all.
You should brace yourselves. or the brutal truth? Your Honor, the prosecution has no intention of hiding the witness from the court. We are prepared to present our witness at any time.
Very well. Please bring forth your witness at this time. What Mr. Edgeworth said kind of worries me. What does he mean by the brutal truth? Now, let us proceed with the testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, please go right ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. The prosecution summons the woman who saw the events that day with her very own eyes.
This is it, Mia. The battle begins here.
Witness, what is your name and occupation?
It's her! She's back! Everyone is so silent that I could hear their hearts going pitter-patter. Oh. When I look at you, how can I put it? You look as scrumptious as a double-double and a dozen donut holes. I feel like I want to hurry up and hand down a verdict just to have a bite. Hey, not so fast.
As I said before, this witness is very sensitive and delicate. I would ask the court to please exercise care when addressing her.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. You are a true gentleman. Miss Fay, you could learn a lot from this man. If he's such a gentleman, he sure doesn't act like one to me. Sir? Yes, my dear.
This is my first time, so I'm sure I'll make a lot of mistakes. Anyway, I just wanted to say I'm sorry for all the trouble I might cause.
Not at all. It's no trouble at all. Now then, may we please have your name and occupation?
My name is, Melissa Foster. I'm a college student, a freshman in the literature department.
You were on the scene when the unfortunate event occurred, correct?
And you were the one who took this photo. Is that accurate?
How could you be so mean?
Now see here. What are you doing, shoving that in her face like that? Huh? But it's just a photograph. It's not like it's something dangerous. Next time I'll be forced to penalize you. Uh-oh. I don't like the turn this has taken. Is she staring at me?
And you would be?
Huh? I'm the defense attorney. My name is Mia Fay.
I see. So you are...
Now then, young lady, would you please give us your testimony?
Yes, Your Honor. I'll do my best.
The witness's photograph.
I was using my camera to take some pictures of wildflowers. Then, I noticed there were two people standing up on the suspension bridge. Suddenly, they just started fighting! That's when I hurried and took the photo that shows the crucial moment. And right after that, I called the police.
By the way, where were you standing when the incident occurred?
I believe the map would be of help here.
I was standing right over here. I was standing in a beautiful field surrounded by tall cliffs.
So you took that photo from that location, eh?
I brought the camera I was using at the time, just like Mr. Edgeworth asked me to.
Oh, what a cute camera, just like its owner. Ah, wait, I didn't read that. Melissa Foster took this witness's photo with a small but powerful model. Okay. Alright then, Miss Fay. Time for your cross-examination. But I warn you, make the witness cry again and you'll feel the wrath of my gavel. You. Okay. Did you say wildflowers?
Yes, the mountain is famous for its beautiful spring wildflowers.
Ew. But it's only February.
Well, I couldn't wait for spring to come.
Oh, I know just how you feel. It's just like when I first started growing this glorious beard of mine. I just couldn't wait, so I wore a dyed blonde Santa beard until mine grew in properly.
Would you mind if we got back to the facts of the case, Your Honor?
Was there anything strange about the two of them?
I'm a bad girl. I know I am. It looked like they were having a really serious conversation up there. So I decided to watch them, like some kind of peeping Tom.
He's so gross. The judge is gross. Also, it looks like stream is delaying again. No! Why? Why must you be like this, OBS? That help? What if I did this? Why? No. Okay, well, I guess we'll just have to deal with it, as unfortunate. You just... Okay. No, not at all. Everyone is like that. I love watching other people fight too. In fact, I can't get enough of it. Actually, that's why I took this job in the first place. Too much info, Your Honor.
In any case, it's perfectly natural for you to have kept watching them. Especially dressed as they were.
Well, anyway, I was watching them very closely. Suddenly, they just started fighting.
Do you have any idea what they were fighting about?
No. I have no idea. Why do you ask that?
Oh, I just thought that maybe you overheard what they said. Oh gosh, now it's disconnected. Why? Are we back? Maybe? Are we back? Kind of. Oh, I just thought that maybe you overheard what they said.
I would never eavesdrop. I've got more class than that.
That's right, Miss Faye. Don't drag the witness down to your level. Grr.
That's when I hurried and took the photo that shows the crucial moment.
Why did you take a photo?
Well, the two of them were really going at it. Ever since I was a little girl, I always wanted to be a news reporter. I guess that part of me just kind of took over.
Smells like a lie to me. Yes, I understand completely. Even now, I can't completely abandon my boyhood dreams. I still use my grandson to test my comedy routines on. So he wanted to be a comedian, huh? Not that it has any bearing on this. My gosh, my thing is so bad. Why is it so bad?
All I could do was use my camera. So I took the photo of the crucial moment and gave it to the police.
You called the police?
Yes, because it looked to me like the murderer was going to try to escape.
We were already moving before the call even came in. Thanks to the victim's note, we had already started our operation.
That was certainly tough luck for the criminal, eh?
If Terry Falls isn't the criminal, then there must be something strange in that girl's testimony.
Be careful, kid. That girl has the judge wrapped right around her little finger. Going to have a tough time poking holes in that testimony of hers.
You're going to have to come up with something really good, Mia. Okay. Two people, suddenly they started fighting. I took the photo that shows the crucial moment. Crucial moment, but they're standing man emoji. Like, huh? Yeah, that's what I thought. Witness. When you said you took a photo of the crucial moment, is this what you meant? All I could see in this photo were two people facing each other. You testified that you saw the two of them starting to fight. Normally, that's the kind of thing we would refer to as a crucial moment. Why haven't you presented a photo like that?
Well, you see...
The photo we presented was the only one there was.
But if you really wanted to capture the crucial moment, then what happened next? You must have taken a photo of it. Oh! My apologies, young lady. But Miss Faye's assertion is not without a certain amount of merit. He can certainly downplay a situation, can he?
I'm sorry. I'm a very bad girl. I used it all up. The film, I mean.
You ran out of film.
This photo was the last one.
What?
Unfortunately, that is the truth. I personally examined all of the photographs she took that day. All of the other photos are of the witness herself, playing among the wildflowers.
The witness herself? Then who took the photos?
Well, you see, my camera has a timer feature built into it.
So you took photos of yourself? I remember taking some photos of myself once too. Please, no details. Seems that Miss Faye's assertion was not so decisive after all.
Wait, just a minute.
Well, if she had no film left, she couldn't very well take more pictures, eh?
Miss Foster, perhaps then you could tell us about a different sort of photo. Photos of the incident that you took with your very own eyes.
Mr. Edgeworth, you're quite the poet.
Very well then, let's get back to the cross-examination. Let's hear your thoughts on the fight that you witnessed.
Yes, Mr. Judge.
Boy, this guy's really a sucker for sweet talk.
Huh. It looks like the other kitten in the room is the only one that's getting all the attention.
Yeah, it's sickening. She's not a kitten. The victim turned around. Wait. That was different. They started fighting. The victim turned around and tried to run away, but she only got about 10 yards before she was stabbed in the back. Interesting. What if I just presented the map here? Because, like, I think she was standing on the right, so she can't run. Yeah, that's right. Witness, your testimony is a joke.
Huh? What? But I just...
Miss Faye, I thought I warned you not to make the witness cry. One short testimony and two bad contradictions. There's no possible excuse. You say there were two contradictions. It's simple. Just take a look at the diagram of the area. According to her testimony, the two of them were in the middle of the bridge. But if they were, and the victim had turned around and tried to run, well then, she would have hit a dead end. You said 10 yards, but she couldn't have even run 5. Because Dusky Bridge is collapsed on that side.
Wow.
does all of this mean? It's very simple, Your Honor. This charming little witness told a charming little lie. That's all there is to it. This beautiful young lady has been lying to the court.
Just a moment, Your Honor.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Your Honor, allow me to personally apologize for the confusion.
What do you mean?
There's one major mistake in this diagram.
What did you say? What are you referring to?
It's all because this diagram was made after the incident occurred. It's a very old bridge. We couldn't find any official blueprints of it.
So you're saying...
I'm saying that even though the bridge is currently in disrepair, there's no evidence that can prove that the bridge was broken during the incident.
That's ridiculous!
You can't actually tell the condition of the bridge from the photo. I apologize to the court for not being more clear when I presented the evidence. Huh. That guy's good.
Huh? What do you mean?
He planned it from the beginning. He's a genius, all right. That diagram of the bridge was his insurance policy.
What? That coward! Well, Miss Faye, it seems you've once again made a reckless accusation.
I'm so sorry. I should have been more careful myself.
No, it wasn't your fault at all.
Now then, shall we go on with the trial? I'd like to establish, once and for all, what it was that the witness actually saw.
Indeed. All right, young lady. May I ask you to please proceed with your testimony?
But it's so hard to go on.
We're all on your side, Miss Foster.
There's no need to worry. Just tell us what you saw.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me see how much of this trial is actually left, because this buffering is really bad. There's 2 parts. So I think, okay. I think what we'll do is we're gonna stop stream here, because this buffering is just horrible, and then we'll continue it next time. I'm sorry, guys.